Don't be a jerk.
I did.
If you made it with me and mine, you would not be with beets.
Don't be a jerk.
Regular sugar.
All right, Chef and Jeremy, Wendy's here.
That's not my name.
How about Whitney?
Whitney, sorry. Wendy was last hour. Whitney here.
Are you going to tell her?
Whitney Chaney is here from
You're not going to tell her?
Downtown SLO.
Earlier this week, what you called her?
I just got your last name wrong. I named you comedian Whitney Cummings versus Whitney Chaney.
That's not the first time that's happened.
No, I wasn't going to reveal that, but I mean, now that you like to bring it up,
Well, you
awkward.
called her Wendy now.
All right,
so
don't change the subject.
Jeff's sensitive right now.
From now on,
cookies.
just call her Wendy Cummings.
So last week you said you would try these, and I said I was excited to try them. Yes, you did.
I said that sounds
and
gross.
we're going to try them because Whitney Chaney from Downtown SLO in the Farmers Market tonight, which is going to happen because the weather's going to break. And
Yes,
it's
it
gonna
is.
Be great. She said, I'm going to bring you guys some beet cookies because she had a beet recipe.
And
Yes.
I said, beat it with your cookies. Get out of here.
Which I took as a challenge. So here I am with my beet cookies.
So look at this. I took a half of a dark red one, which is almost like a crimson blood red, and then a pink one, like you would think of a girl pink color. So
I told you my blood orange story, right?
No.
About the homeless guy?
No.
When I first moved here, I didn't know what a blood orange was.
Yeah.
And this guy was walking through the parking lot at Rite Aid over on Johnson. And I was there picking up some supplies for my new apartment. And this guy was eating a blood orange walking across the parking lot. And I was like, oh, man, I feel bad for that guy because I thought that he was eating an orange that had gone bad. And I was like, oh, and then come to find out later, I saw other people eating oranges that had gone bad. And I'm like, well, can I ask you what your orange is? That was a blood orange. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not adventurous when it comes to food.
I could tell.
I still have never eaten a blood orange because of that visual.
Oh, my gosh.
That's crazy. All right, try the pink one.
Crazy.
You know what? It's just a tad dry, but I mean, I think that's probably because the beet, but it's good with coffee, and it's pretty good. Are you going to try it or not, Jeff?
Tad dry is not a ringing endorsement, to be honest with you.
Well, you have coffee
Was that
over
the
there.
pink one?
That was the pink one.
Yeah, so
No,
that one I
I'm gonna
had to
go
kind
with
of modify because the recipe, it's supposed to be a dough, and it was a little too liquidy, so I think I overdid it on adding flour. Otherwise, it probably would have been fine.
I kind of had to modify, not a ringing endorsement.
I had to make it thicker for the dough. You can't hate on these until you try them. Becky specifically said you would.
I could totally hate on them. I don't like beets.
You know,
you don't have to like them.
The dark red one almost reminds me a little bit of like a peanut butter cookie or something like that. It's nutty. It's
I love peanut butter cookies.
Yeah, no, try it.
It's
Here,
my favorite kind of
just
cookie.
take
But
a bite.
no, I'm good.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks.
Your wife's going to be really
Thank
disappointed.
you. I think that we are selling the market short right now
What?
by arguing over whether or not
I'm
I'm going to eat
embarrassed. I just want to say I'm embarrassed.
You messed up her name earlier this week. You
no.
called her Wendy Cummings.
No, she wasn't here. I didn't do it in front of her face. I was just talking to you. I'm embarrassed.
You
that
just
won't-
called her Wendy to her face.
It's the rudest thing ever.
No, it's not. Messing up her name to her face is the rudest thing ever.
Invited people down here 2 years ago to make macaroni and cheese, and we ate their mac and cheese.
I know. I
Total
learned my
strangers.
lesson there.
We know her. She's here
I
every
learned
day.
my lesson at the macaroni and cheese cook-off.
I hope all the viewers, listeners,
Yeah, we don't have
text
viewers.
campaign, and they might. Do you do any like Facebook Live things? or anything?
Sometimes, yeah.
You hide behind the camera.
Yes.
I hope they tell you to eat it. I hope you cave under peer pressure.
I hide behind my insecurities. And my insecurities do not allow me to do adventurous things.
Gosh.
My adventurous things like eat beet cookies.
Fine.
I'm apologizing.
Did you get the beets at
That's
the market?
okay.
Did you get the beets at the
It's
market?
extremely
Yeah.
rude.
That was the whole
You know
purpose
what's going to happen?
behind
You're going to walk
this.
out of here and curiosity is going to get the best of me. I'm going to eat those cookies.
I'm going to leave them there.
But
They're going to stay here.
out of principle,
What, are you not hungry?
I don't want people cooking with beets.
He's in here eating all morning. He's always eating. He eats like oatmeal.
I want the
Gross.
beet trend to just, it doesn't have
Take
to
a
go
beet.
away. Doesn't have to go away. Just die down a little.
Take a beet
okay?
with your beets.
How much sugar is in these cookies?
There is no added sugar. So the dark one has coconut sugar in it, and that is the only like sweetener. And the light pink one is maple syrup.
No sugar.
Nope.
Also not a ringing
No
endorsement.
eggs, no milk.
Oh, so yeah, so you're not going to bother people unless you have a gluten issue, but then you can't have that because there's flour in it. But other than
Correct.
that,
But
you're
just
good.
in the pink one, and both recipes don't have to have flour in it. They're both called for almond flour and coconut flour.
Do you do a lot of cooking like this because you are so
I do
entrenched into market life?
I do like to cook, and I
Hashtag
mean
market life.
market life. my God.
Don't try to be friendly and joke. You won't even eat her cookies. Hey, don't buy into that.
Jokes. I'm not trying to be friendly. I'm just cracking jokes.
I do like to cook. I'm not a super skilled, I'm going to put a dash of this. I have to follow a recipe. I'm not a in the kitchen master, but I do like to bake and mess around. And yeah, it was kind of fun to take a product from the market.
Are from the market.
Yeah.
Did you put a cookie in front of him?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
There's two, both kinds are over here.
Eventually.
No. Maybe. This is it. No. Now or never. Now or she's taking him.
Then never.
Good. Get him out of here. Give him
to Becky.
Give him to me.
Why are you upset about it?
Give him to me. Because you're being a jerk. Bring him over here.
Whoa.
I'm not being a jerk.
Listen, I want to give
just don't like beets.
I want to give him to Becky, right? But Becky is his wife. And she'll end up caving and giving to him. So guess where the cookies are going?
Yeah, I knew it. Any excuse to eat.
You don't want to let him eat them and cave in?
Hey.
That's right. Give me your cookies.
Oh, God, it sounds so dry.
It's very dry.
Boy, it sounds like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff over there.
You should try it.
It sounds like I'm missing out on all kinds of goodness.
They're gone.
By the way, Whitney, if I see #MarketLife on a T-shirt,
oh no,
by the
I'm not giving you credit.
No, I
okay.
Copyrighted it. Okay, I need money to live on the Central
Coast. You
Coast.
Need cookies. You're out. You've been signed out of the deal.
Who's the T-shirt guy?
You do not steal that from me.
I know you're supposed to
without compensation.
Who's the T-shirt guy down at the market?
The T-shirt.
He says Fremont Theater T-shirts.
Oh yeah. He tows his T-shirts around in a trailer.
Oh, he doesn't do that anymore.
No, he doesn't. He sold out of all his T-shirts.
Were there chocolate chips in the dark one?
Yeah.
Oh, loser.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, you did.
Can't
Dark
get chocolate chips anywhere else.
He's not convinced.
It is dark chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's another thing I don't like.
No,
dark chocolate and beets.
Oh, they were just
he eats
semi-sweets?
He eats off his kids' plates. He's cheap as. He goes to dinner. His wife orders a meal. His kids order a meal, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll just have coffee." And then he's over there eating his kids' food, and his wife's Becky's embarrassed.
I wait until they're done eating.
God, you're so embarrassing.
I'll come in quick.
For somebody who's always embarrassed by other people, you are the most embarrassing person I've ever met.
Why? That is not. There's nothing embarrassing about that.
I apologize.
Mindful of your money.
Well, guess what? The cookies are all gone, and you're not getting one. So
that's why do you think I'm over here trying to work out copyright deals with the San Luis Obispo Farmers Market?
Gosh.
Market Watch. What is it?
Market Life.
Market Life.
Don't act like it's not catching on, Jeremy. Come on.
Quickly tell us what's going on tonight. Because we could do this all day, and we will.
The weather, we'll keep an eye on it. Call it by 3, but it's planned to go on. There's instrument petting zoo. We can talk about.
No, don't dumb down what is going on at the market. Sell it to me. Come on.
I'm just telling you.
She's
highlights.
in a bad mood now that you won't eat her cookies.
I thought I was just telling you highlights.
Come on.
Talk about microgreens. Do you know what a microgreen is?
I would love to learn it.
Yeah.
What is a microgreen? I don't know what a microgreen is.
Don't worry about it.
Unless it's on my kid's plate.
He's an idiot.
Unless it's on my kid's plate when we eat out.
Maybe if you didn't eat at Wendy's all the time, you'd find out what a microgreen
not
is.
Not at Wendy's. Might be at Whitney's, but not at Wendy's.
Can I tell you? Honest to God. You know how many 4 for $4 deals I get when I go through the drive-thru at Wendy's?
My God.
Ask him for some microgreens.
There's still food that's thrown away. There's still food that is thrown away after 3 4 for $4 deals.
Okay, microgreens.
Yeah, Gracious Greens Farms.
You should have a kid's sanitation pond.
And do me a favor.
You think about it. Like, they're always touching everything and they're passing germs.
Yeah.
Like a sanitation station. And make it fun. So I'm just saying, you have these little stations where kids make it fun for them to clean themselves so they don't get adults like me sick. Because Jeff kids get him sick and then he gets me sick.
I mean, every
weirdly
vendor...
enough, I'm able to power through and come to work, and other people.
I eat cookies. I eat cookies. Okay,
you're eating healthy cookies, and he's eating Wendy's, and wow,
it's a push.
And what you eat the habit when you come to the market? Is that right?
Well, I get.
Yes.
He just hates the market.
I do eat habit.
He hates
because my kids eat habit.
You're missing out, man.
My kids eat habit when we go to the market. Sometimes we get the teriyaki chicken from that guy that makes it on the corner in front of the place.
Have you ever gotten the corn on the cob?
It's a little much for me. I can make corn on the cob at home for really cheap, or I could pay a lot of money for the corn on the cob at the market.
Yeah, but it's really good. It's fresh.
And profit margin's a little too high for
butter
me.
There,
oh my gosh!
Good for him. Good for him. But I mean, I'm all for success. But I'm just saying that I'm not going to.
It's like, why even go in the first place then?
Donuts.
Why don't you just stay home and make yourself corn on the cob?
Mini donuts is why I go.
Mini donuts. I can't argue on that one. Those are pretty good.
He's the guy who goes to Disneyland and packs all of his own lunches.
I do.
Do you really?
And he never eats the food there.
I mean, it's really expensive to eat there.
Yeah, well, but I mean, you don't. Well,
unless you got an annual pass, which I'm sure you do.
This will come back to haunt you later in life. Your kid's going to be like, Dad, Do you remember when we went to Disneyland and you packed me a PB&J?
Right.
And other kids were eating all this fancy food. I'm not going to be like that.
One of my first experiences with trying foods of different cultures or different areas was the place, the restaurant, the Southern Quarter, or whatever it's called, over by Pirates of the Caribbean. French Quarter.
Yeah.
By Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's fancy.
We always used to go there.
They probably have microgreens.
Jambalaya and gumbo and all that kind of stuff.
The Monte
Clam
Cristo
chowder
sandwich.
is really good over there.
The best.
I can justify spending the money if it's good food. And the clam chowder there, weirdly enough, clam chowder at Disneyland is like some of the best clam chowder I've ever
All
had.
the kids are eating peanut butter and sandwiches. He's over there
He's eating the bowl of clam chowder. Go on the ride, kids.
You wouldn't understand. You're a kid.
They don't like the clam chowder.
All right, can we get back
to eat it?
to more stuff going on at the market tonight?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're getting off here.
I tell you. So there's a cool nonprofit, Swipe Out Hunger. It's a nationwide nonprofit. There's a chapter of it at Cal Poly. They will be out tonight kind of spreading awareness about what they do as well as raising funds. So it is the Mustang Meal Share Program, and it's
See what they
designed...
do? Meal share.
Okay, listen. It's a cool program. So
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know it's a cool program because I live it. I meal share. Okay, this is what I do with my kids.
He eats his
I
kids'
know.
leftovers.
Listen, there are
These aren't leftovers.
great groups at Cal Poly are coming up with ideas to share meals. I'm doing it.
You're into it.
Last time we were out to eat, Jeff's over there reaching into his little boy's plate, and his little boy Oliver's like slapping his hand like, "No, Daddy, not today."
He did do that once. He does that.
I have
quite
a friend-
corn dog.
I have a friend that does that with his kid. And he like films it. He always asks if he can have a bite, and the kid's like, "No," and it's become this like running joke. And now he does it every time.
I think a lot of parents do it though. Jeff's just
so
very,
ridiculous.
very cheap. All right, well, check it out tonight. It's 6 to 9, downtown SLO.
Hashtag Market Life.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.